Hello. So I'm doing a Sylvan Glades 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and I keep the open floor plan on the bottom level with the medium-sized taller walls, kind of give it the open, more spacious feel to it. Upstairs is some smaller rooms, seems a little more cramped for me anyways, but it's a getaway vacation, so it's going to have a adult bedroom, which this is what this is right here with a fireplace. And then there will be a kid's room, and I have triplets and twins. And so there's 3 beds in one room, and then 2 toddler beds in the other. Of course, you could always swap it out for a crib if you need to bring a baby. But I wanted it to be a family vacation type getaway house. It is. And then a balcony upstairs, and there'll be a front porch. And I don't have like a foundation like where there's stairs. It's like slab foundation type home. So, but it's base game. I made sure there's not one single item in it that's base game. And keep in mind, if somebody says something is base game and then there's like a couple items, anything that you for a pack that you don't have, it will just delete that item. So if there's a couple of decor items, you know, um, in a build, then it'll just delete it. But if I want something, that's base game, then I want it to be exactly that. But this is base game. Not one item in there is not base game. So I went in and up to the gallery, even though I wasn't able to save it to the gallery because it's being buggy and let me save it to my library, but then it gets stuck in the save mode, in the forever save mode. Anyways, but I did get it to the point where it says that there's no packs. So I know that it was at one time when I saved it, it had a ranch item and a get together item because I'd put the piano in there. So I took that piano out, and then the wall radios was from Get Together, which is identical to the base game radio. So, anyways, so I went back in and made sure, absolutely sure, everything that is base game because I know a lot of people like base games. So I wanted to make sure that. Anyways, and I'm gonna go back in and edit and add a whole bunch of other stuff, and then I will re-upload it when I add all my other stuff because I love hanging plants and I'm gonna have like ivy growing on, the house. I'm gonna do a lot of different stuff to it. It'll have a lot more stuff. Anyways, but to keep it base game though, it kind of had to keep it a little bit more plain, but I think it's cute for base game though. And I thought about doing like a third level balcony or whatever. But anyway, so there will be a barbecue area and there's a fountain, like a water fountain area outside. But it's such a tiny lot. It's a 15 by 10. It's the smallest lot in the world. This is the hidden world in case you're never been to Sylvan Glades before. I did actually meet somebody who'd never been to Sylvan Glades before. And so I guess there's still some people that may not know about it. But it's hands down my most favorite world in all of Sims. It's so pretty, but I like nature and I like the relaxing. It's got the waterfall, the rainbow, it's got birds and butterflies, and it's just beautiful. And I found the pear tree. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll be uploading a video soon on how to find the pear tree. There's hidden food and hidden all kinds of flowers and things that you can harvest all over. But there is a place over there, way over there by the rocks, where there's a pear tree. There's like fruit trees that you can harvest the fruit, and you can take clippings to like plant in wherever you want to. There's fish that's exclusive to this world, like if you're somebody that likes to collect the different things throughout the worlds. Just a lot of, it's just pretty. It's just very pretty, and it has this pink hue to it that I love. And it's always, the lighting doesn't change like in most worlds, so it pretty much stays like it's daylight all the time. So, but around the building, where I put all flowers, bunch of flowers around the building, I do hide some lights underneath the plants, so that way if you do take this build into another world, it will have lights on the ground in the plants. It kind of makes them pop at night. I thought that would be kind of cool. And so this was a little bit tricky trying to get these beds to fit in there. But I made that space happen. I was so frugal in the space because I wanted to have everything. I wanted 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but I also wanted a balcony. And I was like, I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, and still have room outside for flowers and a little barbecue area. So it's, you know, I think it's okay for a little getaway cottage house or whatever. And I do put the piano downstairs, and because my Sims are all musical, I do like a lot of musical art, but I did put, you know, a lot of art even in the bathrooms, even though the bathrooms were small. I don't use like a lot of clutter, especially in smaller builds, but I do, you know, I try to put as much stuff in the kitchen as possible. But if you're somebody that likes a lot of clutter, well, I'm trying to keep it base game inside. I didn't like go into debug and pull a whole lot about it, all that other stuff out, but I'll show you the kitchen. I think it turned out pretty good. It's got plenty of space for cooking and food preparation, and it's got that window area, the breakfast like nook area that's all windows there where you can see the waterfall at the bottom level. I just love that. And using the rounded walls for the first time. I love those rounded walls. I think that's pretty cool. And it wasn't too hard to use, just except for when I tried to use it on the second floor. It was a little tricky, but anyways, I did test everything, the little potty chair, because the bathroom is a little small, but everything is functional. All the doors, the potty, the sink, the tub, and yeah. So, and the chimney, I'm not sure if I did the chimney right. But anyways, I hope that you like it. And see that right there, that piano, I took that out of there because that technically is a ranch. I wasn't thinking when I put it in there. This is like my favorite go-to piano because it's kind of it's not just that it's a space saver piano, because pianos can take up a lot of space, but I just like the sound of the ranch piano, but it's not base game, so I had to take it out. And I did fix that trim right there above that window to make sure that sometimes windows, you know, you can miss the trim around the windows. So always check the bottom and the top of windows to make sure that I didn't miss any siding or wallpaper or whatever. And so see that lamp inside that bush? So I took the floor lamp that's like a lemon, it's like a color lamp, it's a floor lamp, it's got like a lime in it, and you can size it down. And I like that because it's got all the different colors to it, and it just kind of gives different glow around the building at night. It's pretty. And so I did put a big bunny in there and a toy box. And if you're somebody that likes to have a dresser in the room, even for a vacation house, there should be enough room in there to put a dresser in there if you wanted one. But I didn't bother with dressers because I don't know, they don't really use them. They do use a toy box though. And so I take that out and put a different one there, and I'm going to move that fireplace around to make sure there's enough space there. And the TV is so big. It's like you're so close. It seems like they're really close to it. But anyways, I mean, you can put a smaller TV if you think that's too big. See, I don't know if I did that fireplace right or not, but I mean, it works though. I tested it. It works. So, and that window gets moved over because you can't put the window that close to the stairs if you have the stairs on the wall, because the window's curtain will bug into the staircase, and like literally the window curtains are hanging on the staircase, so I had to move it. And I love to have plants and stuff in these bay windows. So the only window downstairs that I did not put curtains on is the one by the kitchen sink, because there's like cabinets and stuff there, and so And I like the sim to be able to just sit there with their, washing dishes, to be able to look out the window. And anywho's, so that's the only one that doesn't have curtains. And there should be, now and it's just got the fire sprinkler, so in case of any fires, the sprinklers come on. I don't have a fire extinguisher in the house, but I do have the sprinklers. So you can put, I think you could put fire extinguisher in your inventory. So if you go to like a vacation place, make sure you have one in your inventory. Anywho's, I do put art in all the rooms, and as far as the lighting, like I didn't want to put like chandeliers and stuff because it just seems like it's just too much to look at. It's like taken away from everything else. So I just use like the little saucer type ceiling lights because it's a smaller house, And sometimes I think those ceiling lights take away. It's just too much. It's like I'm having to look around the chandeliers to look at the rest of the stuff. It's just too much. Anyways, so, but I try to put, some stuff on the kitchen walls and everything. Not too much clutter though. Small space. I like bigger houses, just big open rooms. Now I'm gonna change this wallpaper out because I don't like those windows clipping that trim, and I do like that big trim look, but yeah, so I changed that out and just do some basic pastels. Of course, gotta have a toy box when there's toddlers. Yeah. And so I did test everything to make sure there's enough space, where there's, I think you just need one square in front of doorways. And so I tested everything with the Sims, and everything does work. The telescope, the chess table, the barbecue, everything. So, I'll put all the flowers out. Now, if you like episodes or build videos or tutorial videos, if you go to my homepage and scroll down, I have playlists. I even have podcasts. And so I have like one sim, 20 years of her life. There's like 47 videos, so I have different types of playlists. I have mermaids playlist. I have build video playlist. I test and review mods, so I have that type of playlist. I just have gameplay playlist, and then I have other type of content playlist on my channel. Like I do crochet, I do crafting tutorials, I do acrylic pour art tutorials, and just random vlogs, just different stuff like antique books, and I mean, I'm like the Walmart channel. A little bit of everything. I don't know what's up with that wall right there because it's painted, so I don't want people to think that I forgot to paint a wall. I don't know why it's like that. It's just like a shadow or something, but I've tried and tried and tried to paint it, and I'm like, well, I guess it's painted, and I don't think it's like the lighting on the inside. I think it's just shadow or something. Anyways, but I put the saucer disc type lights, a couple of them on the sides underneath the flowers to kind of light up the ground a little bit down there. But then I put, of course, the lights on the side of the house to make sure there's, plenty of light. I guess I'm a big energy user when it comes to my households and Sims. Anyways, I thought that was cute. I've never actually used that before. It's like a framed book. And I do have a lot of musical paintings, but even in the bathroom, I put art also. And I don't put a whole lot of bathroom clutter, but like, your basic like toilet paper and towels and stuff like that. And that is such a big painting. I'm gonna have to size that down, but it's really, I like that. I like that painting. And I put a different dresser in there also, and I do center that picture. I can't stand it when stuff is not centered like that. But anywho's, and there, size that down. That looks a little better. And Gladys is there with her thing just to, or it's just spinning. I realized it was spinning like that. And so now I'm testing it out, and I'm take that piano out of there because that is not base game. So I do get it out of there. But I just got the toddlers going up and down the stairs and using all the potties to make sure all the toilets and everything's functional, the bathtubs and everything in the radios. So everything seems to be functional. Yeah, see, so she just used the potty and she's leveling up there. I was like, keep my Sims at the same age for a long time. They're like the Simpsons, because I like to just invest a lot in them. Like these girls are writing songs, okay? And that it takes a lot of time. It takes like several hours. And, so I like to invest and actually build up, and I don't like to play them for a short period and no. So play them for a while. Long while. So I try to get as much, because I know the Sims, they like to have art. It gives them a mood buff to have, art and stuff. Decorated environment, if you will. So trying to make sure there's art and plants and decor in every room. Anywho, so there's that little fountain, and there's the little barbecue. I just love that little barbecue. And the orcs have to have a table next to the barbecue so they can put their plate of food down. So, anyways, and I was wanting to put a chair there. I think there's probably enough room to put one there, but I thought with that door there, I just didn't really want to crowd that door like that. But there is, I think, enough room there. And I tested both those chairs there. See, to make sure everything is working. I will get this uploaded. I thank you for watching. Check out my channel. I've got all kinds of playlists of all different kinds of stuff. I do sim-wise builds, and I do other kinds of crafts and painting and crochet, and just check out my playlists on my channel. And if you're a simmer and you do content, let me know. I'll check out your channel. And yeah, thanks for watching.